Good morning. Hi. Hi, Dee and Deb. Just give a few minutes for everybody to get here. I believe I just heard the notification. Yep. I heard it. Hi, Alice. Hi, Brenda, Mary Bell. Oh, lots of people already. And from all over again. Canada, Saskatchewan. Well, good morning. Grab a cup and join me. I'm all excited. Today's Valentine's Day, so I have my this is not attached to this. You just wear whatever color underneath. And it was one of those, it just goes over and I don't know, you can wear it with anything and it just spruces up, whatever. So I was like, I'm going to put that on. Yep. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Hi, Steph. Hi, Debbie. You're welcome. I'm so glad that you like the make-alongs. Hi, Frida. Hi, Karen. Yeah, Deneen, I know. Yeah. I remembered. Annette, good morning. Everybody's showing up. Hi, Catherine. I have a full agenda in front of me. I have decided to do 3 giveaways today. They're not real big, but you know, it's fun. So our regular D-stash, hi Connie, is going to be a pack of ice yarns. And there seems to be 5 in there, so I have split them up. So that's our regular one for today. And then I chose some more of this bright pink fuchsia Red Heart with Love metallic. So I'm going to give away a skein of that. And then for number 3 is going to be this cool flyer. So we'll go through that flyer when it's time. You hear static. Huh. I don't know what to do. Now what do I do about it? Let's try that. Turn it up. I'm using the same exact setup. The only thing I changed was the plug. I added my plug because last week it died. Is the static still here? I'm so sorry. Gosh darn it. Maybe if I let's just turn the phone off and see if the phone is doing it. Is it any better? I turned the phone off. Some of you hear it and some of you don't. It was the phone. Static when I move. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Well, press on, she says. Well, that means that if my phone is off, you cannot message me, girls. So, if you want me, just say my name or something if we need to. So, what are we doing today? Well, I'm gonna let it go, and we're going to talk about the hat. So this is my second one, and I pulled out a real old button that I found, and it has a thistle on it. So I thought that was perfect for an Outlander hat. Who knows? Maybe it was a symbol of somebody's family, and they put it on a button. I don't know. I did. I turned the phone off. Although, you know what? If I put it over here, I wonder if that would work. Yep. So tell me if the static comes back, because I turned the phone on and put the phone way over there. So if you have been doing the pattern, you were at 8 rows, and we were at the end of the increasing, and we were using an L hook and a 5 bulky. So if anyone is here that hasn't been doing the hat, you can find the pattern over on my Facebook page, which will be linked below, for the first 8 rows. And I'm not going to talk about those first 8 rows, other than if you did not come up with 9 inches, or if you wanted it a little bit wider, you just do another row the same way. You just add an increment of 8 around, and you would just have a back. In fact, if you have a lot of hair and you want to stuff your hair up in there, you just can go a little bit wider, go 10 inches, go 11 inches. We'll just go back down afterwards. So yes, I was on Granny D's live, and she had done the mitts, and she showed them, and I got to see her show them. So that was cool. I did have a little bit of time the last 2 Sundays to watch some lives. I don't normally do that. Thank you. So we're going to go on to row number 9, 10, and 11. Those 3 rows are exactly the same. So what you're going to do is you're going to chain 1, and you're going to half double crochet in each half double crochet around for 64 half double crochets. So you're not increasing anymore. Your 3 rows, 9, 10, and 11 are exactly the same, and it's going to give you the body of the hat here. So 3 rows is my suggestion. If you want to do it longer than that, you could, but let's try it this way first, and then the static is back, she says. Okay, I'm going to turn the phone back off. All right. Okay, I'm sorry. It is my phone. All right, I can't have more than one object on. Well, if we've learned anything from that, then we can tell why we have feedback and static on our lives, Kim, because we have too many of those. Grab a cup and join me. I forgot to say that, and I wanted to say that. So now that we have 30 people in the room, I will. And I have Maxwell House this morning with some hazelnut. Thanks, Granny D. You are cool. All right, so those are your 3 rows, 9, 10, and 11. Half double crochet in each half double crochet round in the back loop, and you will have 64 stitches, and you'll continue on with that for 3 rows. I turned the phone back off. So thanks, Reggie. Talk to you later. All right, so that is what's going on today for that. Let's go back to what things. So we have a new announcement. Stephanie from Stephanie's Yarn Escape, she's one of the moderators here. We have a new make-along, and we're announcing it today. So she's going to let me go ahead and mention that. here on the live, and then she's going to do a video later and talk about it even more. Hi, Sandy. And so what it is we've been talking about gnomes so much. We have gnomes on the brain. So we figured, well, what the heck? Let's just make it the year of the gnomes, right? So our next make along is going to start later on today after all the posts go up, which we'll work on for posting in our Facebook groups. But we have a new one coming out, and it is Luck of the Gnome. Now, this make along, you don't necessarily have to do a gnome. You can if you want to, but we're doing it for St. Patty's Day. So all you have to do is make something with the theme of St. Patrick's Day, and then post it in both of our Facebook groups. And we both are going to be drawing winners for that. So that's our next collaboration. And you know what? I have a gnome. I have a gnome done. Here he is. I used a fun fur for this one. I made a 4-leaf clover and put it on here. So that is my gnome for St. Patty's Day. So that's our announcement. It'll be coming out later today. But we just thought I could say something here. So real quick, I put him up. He is adorable. I really like these towels. They're really cute. All right, and then a couple of reminders. I just wanted to let you know that tomorrow is a holiday for me, so I'm going to take the day off. I'll be drawing for the February Valentine's crochet. So get your Valentine in. I will be drawing that tomorrow, and this is what is going to be given away on that post. You get 2 skeins of Serenity Chunky, and this colorway is, never remember, Claret. So make sure you get your crochet item in. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Turn it back down. See what, I don't know what to do. I give up. Well, you know what I think is that it's the new plug because I plugged it in. Not everybody's hearing it. Okay. All right, so the reminder was for the Valentine's tomorrow. Now, also tomorrow. Okay. Also tomorrow, I am going to draw a random winner from the pineapple make-along. And this is the year-long make-along. If you have a pineapple square and you're working on it, make sure that you post your progress, because tomorrow I'm going to draw a random. So I have 2 of them done. I have my February done. So I have, okay, all right. Well, it's much better than it was then. Sorry about that. Okay, great. Then I'm just going to keep going. And another reminder is to make sure that you get in your February hats, and more hats, because I've been working on the bonus bundle for that for the end of the year. And I have decided to add a set of knitting needles, which I bought this last week. And Lori Gray has offered to make a bag for hats, and more hats bonus. So you need to make sure, if you did the January hat, that you are already in the running. Make sure you don't miss each month of the year and put a hat in there because, you know, yes, each month has its own yarn that you can win, but it's a lot of fun to try and do one every month. So that's going to be great. Okay, let me see. Let's go ahead and do our first drawing. So I'm going to give away to a lucky winner. You have to be present. One of these fuchsia skeins of Red Heart with Love Metallic. And this one I got from Ollie's. It's a 4 medium. I'm going to mark the chat, and the girls are going to help me like they always do. And if you want to win this skein, you'll need to put in the word Red Heart with Love, the saying Red Heart with Love in the chat right now, and we'll pick a winner and I'll give away this Red Heart with Love Metallic. I've also got 2 more of these, and I'm going to be giving them away on Saturday in the live show, the Hook and Stitch Live on the Crafty Nomads channel, which I do with Kim. And so on Saturday, if you want to try and win any more of these, I have 2 more for Saturday. But today's winner I give you a minute. You have to have a United States address. And if you don't have a United States address, you can send it to a friend of yours that does. That is the only way you can get monetary physical yarn from my channel. I'm sorry about that. No. Just can't afford it. I give away too many things. All week long, I'm giving away stuff. So I think it's been a minute. Has it been a minute? All right. The girls are going to count how many. I'm going to mark the chat again to close that giveaway. And the girls are going to count how many entries, and they're going to ask one of the Alexas or whatever, and they will let us know who won that. And so last week, I was talking about Willow Yarns. Willow Yarns always sends me a book, and they have a lot of different yarns that have wool in them and different things like that. And so I've been buying from them a lot. And occasionally I get a mystery bag. So I am planning on a mystery bag coming up from them again. And what I didn't get to last week, I showed you a couple yarns that I had gotten from them, was this box. Now, I've been saving these up, and a couple of them, I believe, were given to me in mystery bags. And so I wanted to show these last week, and I didn't get to it. So these are a Hank yarn, and this one is called Willow Brook. And they come looking like a hand-dyed Hank. So I have got a few of these. I got these. The color is Forest Floor, and just look at that. It's got a little halo. And how this is made up is 50% superwash wool and 50% acrylic. So they're saying that you can hand wash it, or no, I guess they don't want you to put it in the dryer. No, it's a 4 medium, and in each hank is 206 yards. And this, to me, is calling out Outlander to me. That's what it's doing. And I have had it a while, but I didn't have the idea So I have 5 of these. So I think at 208 yards, or 206 yards, I could do something quite big with that. So I just wanted to show you that from last week because I didn't get to. But yeah, I'm thinking that definitely. So do they still have the Willow Brook? I don't know. I was looking through the book a little bit this week, and I didn't find I think what they do is they don't put everything in the book. I don't know what they do, but good morning, Teresa. Wow, 33 people. I'd like to go on to the next row. Now, if you wrote down part 2 started, the next 3 rows were 9, 10, and 11. And those 3 rows are half double crochet each stitch around for 64 stitches. And that was 9, 10, and 11. So I'd like to go on and give you the next row, if you don't mind. And we are doing the hat. Here's my second one. I did it in the exact same colorway. So what we're going to do is go ahead and we're going to do row 12. I'm going to read you row 12. 24 entries, Deb says, for the metallic, Red Heart with Love metallic. Row number 12 on the hat. You're going to chain 1. You're going to half double crochet in the next 6 half double crochets. And then you're going to decrease a half double crochet. You're going to repeat that all the way around, and you will end up with 56 stitches. So you are going to go back down now and start making the hat smaller. So row number 12, chain 1, half double crochet in the next 6 half double crochets, and then decrease it. Half double crochet, decrease over the next 2 stitches. So you're going to do a repeat of 6 half doubles, 1 decrease. So 7 stitches all the way around for 56 stitches, and slip stitch to join in the first half double crochet. Now, a lot of people ask me, do we go through both loops when we slip stitch, or do we just do one? It is your choice. I noticed that when I slip stitch to the back loop only, it leaves a bigger hole than I'd like to see. So I go ahead and I slip stitch through both loops. However, it is going to leave that one loop up in the air a little bit. Obviously, we could do this in a continuous spiral and get rid of that join, but for now, this was supposed to be an easy pattern. So that's why I left that part out. But you can change that up if you want. If you want to do the hat a second time and not do a chain 1 and not join and just do, then that would be your choice. So that's exciting. Okay, let's see. Did I do all my topics yet? We're going to be doing another live make-along with an Outlander-inspired theme. And the next one I'm planning is this button cowl, and it will be a knit one. So again, I have not finished it. I did look at it and measure it yesterday and make up my mind that it's not long enough. So I am going to go ahead and add a whole nother skein after this one and continue going till it's about 30 inches long. And right now it's about 22, I think, and that's not long enough. So I'm going to go ahead and keep going with that. And hopefully by next week, when we start the make along, it'll be done. But if not, back loop only, yes, through the whole entire hat to give you that ridge, that extra ridge that'll match your mitts and your cowl. So the winner was Tiger Dragon Girl for the Red Heart fuchsia with metallic. So you have a week to send me an email. You can email me or message me on Messenger to give me your United States address so I can get it to you. So Tiger, congratulations, Dragon Girl. That's great. All right. So what else do we have for Valentine's Day? We have a little flyer I picked out. Now, if you look real close, you can see the cat's the main picture, right? No. It's this blanket with the hearts on it. Isn't it cool? So this blanket is in here, and this is a supplement to the crochet patterns, it says. So I'm not sure exactly where I got it. But there's a graph in here. Hi. Hi, what is it? OM Granny Square. Hi. That's so great. That's why I do it right there. That's cool. So there are more than just this in here. It has another blanket with flowers on it. And those flowers go all the way down. And then it has a Victorian lace afghan. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And this one's just done in granny squares, but it makes it look Victorian, which I thought was really cool. And then it also has what they call a family heirloom. And that one's just done in one color, but I think that's beautiful. It looks like it's, yeah, they don't have a close-up of it, but it looks like it's done in sections across so that it makes it look like panels. But I'm sure it's done all in one size. Yeah, chain 257. So, yeah. And then there's one more, and this one's a striped rainbow one. Yeah, you're right. That's why we're doing the pineapple make-along, yearly make-along, because I was looking to make an heirloom for my daughter to keep. So if you would like to win this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the chat one more time. And then all you have to do, if you want to win the magazine, it's not really that big. It's a flyer. It's got what, five blankets. If you want to win the heart blanket or heart afghan, that's what we'll say. After the mark, please enter the words heart afghan into the chat, and we're going to draw a winner for this flyer right now. Have to be present to win. And you have to give me your United States address in a message and claim it in the next week. So put in the heart afghan comment, and we will go ahead and pull a winner for that. Last week I gave away a little magazine that had baby shoes in it. And I was asked, if I could give her a picture of it. So Annette asked me if she could, get the name of it. So I went ahead and sent it to her, and she found it. It was, I think, 1991 maybe, or something, that old one like that. And she did find it. So it's like, oh my gosh, that's great. That is wonderful. So get your our Afghan comment in if you want to win, because you have a minute, and minute is almost up. Correct. That saves on whatever. Okay, I think that's a minute. Is anybody not in it? I think it's a minute, so I'm going to mark the chat one more time. There we go. All right, I'm going to mark the chat, and Debbie is going to count how many people are in. Good morning, Lori. So one other thing that I saw was I had met a designer that co-designs and publishes the magazine Nomadic Knits. I met her, Melissa. She lives here in my town. So I noticed that they were doing a heart make-along. Everything they do is knit, and they have the Lonely Hearts Club hat out right now, and they are doing it on their Facebook group and their Instagram, and probably on Ravelry. I don't know, but definitely on Instagram. And what they did was they offered the hat for free, and I went ahead and got it, and it was starting today. So I didn't change anything about the crackle. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought by turning the phone off that it was okay. So this Nomadic Knits make along is today. If you'd like, all right. So if you'd like to join in on that, I think that if you go to the Facebook page, Nomadic Knits, you can get that. And I did start it. I started it yesterday, and I was looking for what yarn, and I was like, oh. All right, well, we're going to just unplug it then. There. I unplugged it. If I run out of battery, I doubt I will, because we're 33 minutes in. So I unplugged it. All it was it was keeping my battery going on my computer, because you cannot use your phone until you hit 1,000 subs. And I obviously only have 759. Last weekend, I had 752. I gained 7, and it went all the way back down again, and I lost 8. So it's like, what the hell? And so now I'm back up again to 759. But if it hit 1,000, then I could use my phone. But that's why I'm using this ancient, 769. Okay, 69. But yeah, because it was 759 and it went up almost 10. And then it went right back down again. So yeah, Lori, we've been having crackling noises for 33 minutes, and everybody said it was my phone. I turned it off. There were 22 entries in that. And what happened was I plugged my computer in so that way we wouldn't have me losing my battery, and it makes a noise. So it's just horrible. I don't hear it. I don't hear it. So okay, so what I did was I started this hat, and there are a couple of little twists in it that I thought were really neat. And first of all, she does a twisted rib. So if you haven't done the twisted rib, don't worry. It is easy, and that comes out easy enough. And then when you get to the body of the hat, you're going to put a little, well, I unplugged it now. I completely unplugged everything. So there's nothing plugged in. Okay, so you actually put a little heart on the hat, and she says you can continue the heart all the way around the hat. And I'm like, how cute is that? So I have to do it. And all it is in your stockinette, you change to purl where the graph tells you to, and your purl stitches stand out as the heart. So how cute is that? I have to do it. So hi everybody that's joining us. We have 41 people in the room. Isn't that great? It is great. So let's go on to row number 13. If you've been following me, we've been making a hat for the last 2 weeks, and here is the second one I made. So we are on row number 13 now. Number 13, you will chain 1. And you will half double crochet in the next 5 half double crochets, and you will decrease over the next 2. So 5 half double crochets and decrease is your repeat for row 13. You'll double crochet over the next. No, I reread what I wrote. So row 13 will be chain 1, half double crochet in the next 5 half double crochets, and decrease over the next 2. So your repeat will be 7 stitches. And it'll be 6 stitches. 5 and the decrease makes 6. So 6 times 8 times around will be 48. So you'll end up with 48 half double crochets in row 13. Thank you, Judy. Well, we have one more, the regular D-stash that we're going to do today. The winner. Oh, Annette is the winner. Annette is the winner for the Valentine blanket, Afghan, and the heart, and the rest of the blankets in that book. So congratulations to Annette. I'm writing that down because I don't want to forget. Send me a message about that. And you know what? Somebody asked me the other day, can you win more than one thing? Can you enter? Well, that's up to you. If you win something on the show and you feel that you don't want to win two, then don't enter. But yes, you can win more than once. It's only fair. It's a random comment generator thing. So, it's fine if you want to enter all 3 things if I have 3, or 2 things if I have 2. So did I show? No, I did not. I did not show what the yarn is that we were making our hats and what you can win if you enter a finished hat. Now you have all week to finish your hat. I'll be drawing the winner next Sunday on the live, and you will win, if you enter a hat, you will win this beautiful Deborah Norville Serenity Chunky Premier yarn in the color Ruins. There's 2 of them, and I added one of the daisy stitch markers. And it's the dark blue one. Come on now. Don't be like that. There we go. Yeah, Granny D, I know that everybody says I should hit 1,000, but I'll tell you what, I've been doing this for well over a year. I've done 2 Vlogmases and I haven't hit 1,000. So I'm not thinking I'm gonna hit 1,000 anytime soon. So this is what you're gonna win with the hats from the Outlander inspired hat make along that we're doing on the show. So has everybody got rows 9, 10, and 11 and 12 and 13 written down? If not, you can just go back to the pattern. What I'm going to do is the post in the announcements tab on my Facebook group is already there. I will go and edit that, and I will add these new rows and finish off your pattern for you. So that was that. Now I have a winner I drew from Addictions 36 from that Addictions video, and I drew a winner. She has not contacted me yet, so I might as well say something here. I don't know who it is. I just know the name of the person. I mean the YouTube name, and she has been in the room today. And I thought I would say something. Maybe she left. I don't know. But I thought that the person was still here. Anyway, if you have not watched episode or Addictions 37 and you entered that, it's only 40 of you. There were 40 of you. The knit and crochet spot. Oh, okay. All right. She says that she claimed it. She sent me an email. Well, I haven't opened my email. Last night we went out to dinner, and this morning I haven't opened my email. So that is why I didn't get that. But yeah, okay, she claimed it. So episode or Addictions video number 37, I put in a big honkin' Karen latte cakes. Look at the halo. Love it, love it, love it. I am not a stripe person like this where you can't control it. So that's okay. That's okay, hon. As long as you sent me an email, that's great. I just didn't open it. So that's all right. So this cake is available for you to win on Addictions 37. So make sure you go and enter that. Yep. And then the knit make along for Valentine's has a whole nother week. And I'm giving away 2 skeins of this Loops and Threads Charisma. And this one is, this one's the Garden, I think. Sunny Day. So that is, I'm giving away for that Valentine's. So don't forget to get your entry in on that. And oh yes, I got a new Outlander Club shipment in, and that is also in the Addictions 37 video. And I did not hank this up yet, so here it is. I'm going to show it to you one more time here on the video. Isn't that gorgeous? So this Outlander Club is on Etsy, and I said I didn't know whether or not that she, would let us know when the new one came out. And guess what happened? Thursday night, I came home, Thursday night, and there was a little message there on my Etsy to me from her asking me if I still wanted to join, and the March one is available. So I went ahead and clicked it. And so how fun is that? I didn't miss out because she automatically just let me know. So that is awesome. So that is the Buxom Cat Knits, and that's on Etsy, and it's an Outlander inspired indie dyed yarn club. So I've been getting that. Now we're getting down to the last 15 minutes, and usually I do the D-stash in the middle of the show. This time I switched it up. All right, so we have, for today's D-stash, 5 of these. Now this is a novelty yarn. That's what I'm going to call it anyway. And this is an ice yarn, and there are 5 of them. Now, if you can see what it is it's poofs of color. Every so often, there is a poof of color that comes out, and they are, most of them are maroon and green and blue, the poofs are. So it's a marled, there's a strand of white, and then there's a strand of this color, and it just randomly poofs out. So let's see what they call it. The outside of the bag tells me it's called white, burgundy, blue, and green. And it doesn't really have a name. It says it's a winter sale yarn. So if you want to try this ice novelty yarn, I'm going to give it away today in my D-stash. So let's see. Each of these skeins, it's made in Turkey. Each of these skeins has 50% merino wool, 35% polyamide, and 15% acrylic. And they are, well, I guess I don't have a yardage. That's weird. I don't see a yardage. But I have a number, 56993. Anyway, so there's 5 of these balls. So I'm going to mark the chat. If you would like to win, you have to be present today. You will enter, you have to have a United States address, and you will put a comment after the mark, and it will be ice yarns. Yeah, Frida, I saw that flowers on somebody else's. So I thought I would pop over to my Dollar Tree and see if they had any. So to be entered in this, just put down ice yarns now. You have a minute to do that, and we will draw and see who gets all 5 of these. All 5. And while we're doing that, I am going to tell you row number 14. Row number 14 of the hat is very simple. You're going to do one more decrease row. Chain 1 half double crochet in the next 4 half double crochets, and then decrease over the next 2. So your repeat is 5 half double crochets. So your row number 14 is chain 1 half double crochet in the next 4 half double crochets, decrease over the next 2, repeat around 8 times for a total of 40 half double crochets. And before we end, I will give you the last section, the last part of the hat, and then I will put up the pattern in the post. So you have a minute, and the minute is almost up. If you want to win the ice yarns, put ice yarns in the comments, and Debbie and Stephanie and all the girls will let me know who the winner is. The next make along will be okay, I'm going to mark the chat. It's been a minute. The next make along will be a knit one. And I think what I'm going to do is I am going to start the knit one. And I am going to let you have a couple weeks to do that one. And I'll be a little bit of a rest on make-alongs as far as the live, because it'll take a little bit to do the knit one. And as we are all new knitters, a lot of us, I don't have a hard pattern at all. So I will be going over that pattern next Sunday. And I'm having a good time with this. This is really fun. Even if 5 people did it, you know. So what I was going to do is tell you the supplies that you need. I am using a loops and threads charisma on this bulky 5. So any bulky 5, and you know, if you want it to be Outlander inspired, you might want to, you know, pick a yarn color that would look vintage or look like they, you know, had it. And then so what I'm going to do is use a bulky 5, and I'm going to use another whole skein, so about 450 yards. It's going to be a little bit. 26 entries in the last one. Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and add on a 4th skein, because these skeins are only 109 yards. So that's why I'm saying 450. And your needles, I'm using a circular because you don't need a very big one. And I'm using a 9mm. I am sure that on an easy pattern like this, you could probably go up or down a needle size, no problem. And you could probably also use the needle size that's listed on the yarn, which mine is a 9mm. So yeah, so that's a US 13 9mm. And I will go over that pattern next week. And don't forget to join us Saturday on the Hook and Stitch live show. We have a community over on the Crafty Nomads channel where you can come in and join us. Come into the actual back studio and join us on camera and show us what you're working on. And what are we working on? Well, we're doing oh my gosh. You think I could remember the name of it? You caught me, Kim. It's a quarterly make-along. You grab out an old languishing whip. So something that was made either last year and you put it away in a bag, or any year previous. And it's, you know, a blanket or a wrap it up. No, I don't think that's it. It's a wrap it up. It's a wrap. There we go. Thank you, Kim. I'm so sorry. My scatterbrained today. But anyway, it's a wrap make along. So if you're working on a project that is old meaning that you haven't worked on it for a while and you want to let us know, please come on the show on Saturday. Okay, so we have a winner for the ice yarns, and that person is Elizabeth Porter. Congratulations to all the winners today. Please send me a message and I will get those items out to you. Most likely I will send them on Tuesday. All right, so that is great. Let's go on to row number 15, 16, and 17. And we do have an awesome El Grey bag to give away on It's a Wrap. Yeah. So you want to get in that. Now, how it works is you go to the Facebook group, hit the announcements tab, and find the tab for It's a Wrap. And you put in a picture of your project at the time that you started picking it up again. And tell us, I started this in 1959. And I'm just now going to try and work on it and finish it here. So that way we can see your progress and we can see when you finish it. If you do, and that runs until the end of March. I understand that, Lori. There are many, many make-alongs. So if one of the make-alongs doesn't fit your needs or you cannot do it because it's a knit one, I have tons of other make-alongs going on. So, okay, so rows 15, 16, and 17. You always do back loop in this hat. You always slip stitch to join in this hat. So rows 15 through 17 are your last 3 rows. You're going to half double crochet in every half double crochet around. Slip stitch to join through both loops. Oh, and that is 40 stitches. Now, if you want to, and this is what I always do, try your hat on at 40 stitches. It shouldn't be too tight. It shouldn't be too loose. It should be just about right. And then do your last 3 rows of half double crochets. And check the length. It should fit you like a hat and have the back like a beret. That was the whole point of making the hat that way. My other one, the one that I was showing, fell, so I can't. But at the point where you do the 3 decrease rows, if it is too big still, and I mean a lot too big, you could go and do another decrease row there and make it smaller. This fits me perfect at 40 stitches on a bulky, and it's not too tight and not too loose. So that is the last part of the hat for the last 3 rows, and then you cut and put on a fancy button and post your picture in the make-along. So thank you all for joining me today. I hope you're having a great time with my lives. I know I am. I will tell Doug about the static, and I don't know if I can test it. Does anybody know if you can use your Kindle or your iPad for lives if you don't have 1,000 followers? Does anybody know that? Because if so, I'm going to go ahead and try that next week. No, I can't. All right. Well, I'm going to go, and tomorrow I'm going to draw for all those winners for some of the make-alongs that are ending and some of them that are progress. So be sure to put your pineapple square pictures in, and make sure you put your hats in. And what else? So my laptop is a mobile device. That's why I asked. See what I'm saying? All right. Well, I'm going to go, and I hope you all have a wonderful Valentine's Day. And I did not do a border. I left it as that because it was a vintage style and an out, it was an easy pattern. That's why I didn't do any fancy stitches. That was meant for the easy pattern girls to do. And so now next week, we're going to knit. So I hope you all join me next week. Have a happy Valentine's Day, like I said, and I'm going to call it a day. So bye, everybody. Talk to you later.